Yo, my people. So, what you're about to watch is a Q&A call from our Inner Circle coaching program. So, this is our highest tier of coaching that we actually provide. So, this is where you're able to actually jump on a live Q&A Zoom call with myself and my business partner, Harry. This one in particular that you guys are about to watch is just with myself. It's actually one of the first ones that I personally have done. It's normally my business partner, Harry, that takes them. But nevertheless, we shared quite a lot of information here. It's quite interesting conversations, of course, all about OnlyFans management. A lot of the lads in this particular group coaching call in the beginning stages, hence why I thought, you know what, this would be pretty cool to actually share with you guys as well. I know a couple links have been shared around, so I thought I'd just upload it to my own YouTube as well so you guys can watch. So this will kind of give you guys a little bit of a behind the scenes of what it actually looks like to be a part of our coaching program, where you can just straight away jump on, ask me directly a question. I can answer it one-on-one with you. And yeah, cool. If you're interested in a little bit more, have a look in the description, in the comments. There'll be a couple of links where you can find some more information on how you could potentially have a chance to join our inner circle as well. Other than that, I'm going to roll the Q&A and hope you enjoy. Lucas, you're first on my Zoom screen here. So we'll start with yourself then, bro. So
Yep.
you mentioned that you're just currently doing outreach to get your first model on board. All right. Cool. So first of all, just so then the easiest way for me to figure out what's maybe going wrong or where you can improve is just by asking questions, so I have as much info as possible, right?
hmm
So first of all, what platform are you reaching out to and how frequent, like how many messages a day?
I'm doing mostly Instagram with the hashtag, which I feel is pretty saturated. And then some Twitter and Reddit, but I feel like I've gone through all the girls on Reddit kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, between maybe 50 and 100 a day, sometimes not that, because
Mm-hmm.
it gets kind of tiring, sending the same message. And I feel like I should switch the message up instead of
Sure.
like using the same message with every girl. So I kind of slow
Mm-hmm.
down after about
Mm-hmm.
50 girls.
Okay.
Yeah,
But about 50 on average per day, would you say?
probably, yeah.
Okay, cool. So the numbers is fine. That's not an issue. Using Instagram and Twitter, that's also fine. That's not really an issue. What is the first message that you're sending, mate?
What's kind of message that I'm sending?
The first one, like, what's your first opening message?
So I've tried with a large script. I've tried, are you available for a business call? I've tried compliments. I've also interacted on the page, liked stories, photos, commented.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, so the one recently I used is, are you available for a business call or anything like that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, another question. What account are you sending all this, all these messages from? Is it your like a personal account or is it like an agency account?
I did my main agency and then I tried with a scouting one also.
Okay, cool. So the scouting one is set up just like Lucas, I'm assuming, right? Or another person?
No, it's just, the agency name dot scouting.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't
Okay.
tried personal accounts.
So here's what we need to do first of all. Try, and I think yourself, Jordan, as well. You're on the same stage. The Blazer, Jordan, by the way. I know it's two of you guys. So yeah. So what I want you guys to try out as well is do the outreach from a personal account, not your agency one, right? On your personal account as well. Now, if you don't want to, by the way, as in like your actual personal one, where like your friends and your family's on, you can always create another one, right? And just buy like 10, 20K followers, just so it looks a bit more credible. Maybe obviously upload a couple photos here and there and just make it look like a normal account. And start doing outreach from those accounts. Because you got to remember, right? From the girl's point of view, even if it's just an agency account that messages her, even just a conversation starter, she will, she's not done. Like she'll obviously straight away understand. All right, cool. This is something. This person's going to pitch me. He's trying to sell me some shit, whatever, right? So compared to if it's just a normal account, like your personal account, there's a bit of a higher chance of her actually replying. Okay.
Okay.
That's the first one. So I'd recommend you guys try that. In terms of what I personally have found like to be the best opener, or at least like the best way to get her to respond, is by just simply like replying to her stories, right? And just give her a slight compliment, right? Obviously, the thing is you don't want to come across like you are a potential client of hers, somebody who's going to be interested in subscribing to her OF. But you could always compliment something to do with the way so for example, if on her story she has added a hyperlink, like one of those links where she can tap on, but she's done it in a subtle way, or she's given like a discount or something, you could always compliment her from a business point of view. So you could be like, I really love how you're giving discounts to people. I hope you increase in, you know, in subs. What percentage are you on an OF at the moment? Something along those lines, right? And then you could also, underneath that, you can just put, just for context, by the way, I run an OnlyFans management company. I would love to see if I can help you at all. Right. And then you're just kind of starting a conversation that way. You just want to build like an actual rapport with the potential model. All right. Cool. The second thing, now after you have your first model, this is kind of, you know, fast forward and obviously a little bit here, but once you do have your first model, you can get your model to be one of your model scouts as well. There's probably nothing better than that.
Yep.
Because girls will listen to other girls more than either your personal account or obviously an agency account. So that's another thing that you guys can try. Obviously, both Lucas and Jordan, you both are in a stage where you're just trying to get your first model. So yeah, keep at it in that way. Another question for both Lucas and Jordan. Actually, put a 1 in the chat, guys, if you are still just trying to get your first model, just because then I can kind of talk to all of you at the same time, just so I know. So I know Lucas, Jordan, Caesar, Vlad. Okay, cool. I think that's dramas. Cool. Okay, so there's 4 of you guys. So have all of you already reached out to girls that you already know in person? Because that's the most powerful one. Maybe one of your exes, maybe a girl that you used to fuck with, maybe just a girl that you know of that is maybe a model. You know, have you guys actually tried this or not yet? Lucas, have you?
No.
Cool. So that's.
I mean, I've asked a friend, but like obviously it's not really something that's it's kind of frowned upon, I guess.
Sure. So I definitely recommend you doing that, right? Even if it's like girls from school or college or uni, right? That you even know of, because at the end of the day, who gives a fuck if you message a girl and she's like, oh no, I would never do that. All right, cool. Like, who gives a fuck? There are like 8 billion people in this world. Like, nobody cares, right? You just move on to the next one. However, the chances of a girl not only seeing your message and replying to it and potentially signing up, like a girl that already knows you, right, is way fucking higher than just a random girl who has never heard of you, never heard of your agency, has never met you, and so on. Does that make sense, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, so definitely try that, guys. Second thing, so Caesar, for example, I don't know anyone personally with OF. That's fine. Yeah, that's completely fine. When you're just starting out, now I really don't recommend it, but you can still do it when you're just starting out, just to get some experience and get some screenshots going and start making a little bit of money. Is you know, you can reach out to girls who aren't doing OF just yet, but if you know they're a bit, they like to fucking show their tits and ass, yeah, just reach out to them. Yeah, because they'll be most likely, like, if they're already posting bikini photos left, right, and center on Instagram for free, bro, these girls, they can make money on OF. So that second thing, now I don't want to spend too long on this because getting models really just comes to consistency, right? But the second thing I can advise you guys is, okay, if you don't know any girls, right, firsthand, like you personally don't know anyone, okay, let's think about the next step. Do you know of any guys who are like basically fuckboys or basically like football players, basketball players, right? Maybe some rappers or somebody who just know a hell of a lot of girls. Reach out to them and be like, hey bro, look, I know this is a bit random, but I'm running this model management agency where we work on OnlyFans girls. You know, ideally you want to jump on a call with these guys, by the way, right? Because through DMs, it's like, yeah, he'll read it and be like, yeah, bro, I'll check it out. I'll ask around. They fucking won't. If you jump on a call with them and you explain to them that way, they're going to be a lot more likely to jump off the call and be like, yeah, fuck it, let me help Lucas out. Right. But yeah, so ask around your boys, right? If you have like 5 lads, like 5 guys that you know of, think how many girls each one of them fuckers will know, right? That's, let's just say they all know like 100 girls each. Boom, that's an extra 500 outreaches done like that. So that's another method that you guys can do. Does that all make sense, by the way?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Caesar, cool. Awesome. Yeah, so try those 2, Lucas. But like I said, honestly, in terms of getting your first models, a lot of it just comes down to just being persistent and just constantly, going ahead and do an outreach. One more thing, and this is actually important to people even who have models, like even yourself, Jordan, right? to be honest, even myself, like we're not the best at it, but we just don't need to even do it right now. But I would really, really, really recommend you guys creating organic content yourself for the industry, right? Create YouTube videos, create TikToks, create Instagram reels, right? Of you just giving advice, giving tips, sharing some secrets, maybe talking about a news article, maybe just talking about OnlyFans in general, right? Because eventually, once you have enough fucking content out there, not only when a girl goes onto your profile and she can see, fucking hell, this guy has like 100 videos of him talking about OnlyFans. He obviously, like, what is the girl gonna think? Is she gonna look at it in a negative way, thinking like, oh, what a nerd? Or is she gonna think of it as, all right, this guy is obviously all in his business. Like he is really about it, right? So creating content. The second thing is, how else do you guys think that we get all these inbound leads that we connect you guys with, right? I literally get about 2 to 5 messages a day. I wouldn't maybe say like, yeah, two, 3 messages a day of girls literally saying, hey, I saw you on TikTok, or hey, I saw you on YouTube, or hey, I found you on Instagram. And I see that you manage OnlyFans models. Is that something, I can jump on? How does it work? But like, if I never put myself out there and if I never created content, that would have never happened. Right. So yeah, so the third one is I really do want you guys to start posting content. I'm curious about this as well. I'm curious about this. Put a 1 in a Zoom chat. How do I want to question it? How do I want to word it? Okay, yeah, do this. Put a 1 in the chat if the reason why you aren't creating content is because you don't really want to put your face out there. Yeah. Interesting. So interesting. Okay. So let's go through it, right? Because for context, for everybody that joined this coaching call now, I mainly wanted to focus on what goes in here today's call. Like I mainly wanted to talk about a little bit about mindset, and this question is exactly about mindset because it's all about mindset, and I'm going to break it down for you guys in just a second. Then also, obviously, we can answer general questions, right? But cool, this is very interesting. Cool. So let me go through it, right? So Caesar, you're the first one that put 1 in the chat. Why?
I don't know. I just I never thought about it, and making videos wasn't always my stronger side. I never made a YouTube video, a TikTok, a reel, nothing like that. I didn't ever exposed my face like that, especially in this business. That's why.
You've just never kind of thought of it like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But what about now? Now that I'm getting you to think about it, would you do it? Or would you still be like, no, I'm definitely not doing it?
I mean, if you say it, I'll probably do it. I gotta try all the options I got because I'm really struggling to getting replies to girls. I got I sent like 200 DMs and I got like 2 replies. One of them was a Latin girl. Actually, we did the call, but then she ghosted me. I've sent her a message again and she left me on red. I just kind of lost her, and I'm really struggling.
Okay. So definitely try this, brother. Like
Okay,
definitely try this. Because again, remember, from the girl's point of view, she probably, and by the way, for context, guys, my girlfriend who's downstairs, she does OF, right? And I've seen her phone, I've seen her Instagram DMs. The funniest part is most of the DMs are probably from you guys, like pitching her without realizing who she is. But the point I'm trying to make here is she honestly, hand on heart, she gets roughly around 5 messages a day of agencies pitching her, right? And I'm just curious, so I always click on it and kind of look at it whenever I'm next to her and I see it. And they're all the same. They're all exactly the same in terms of the Instagram pages and the way it looks, right? They all have generic images. Maybe they are like, some of them are real Instagram girls that are tagged in the photos, but most of the time they aren't. They have a little bio, they have the website, they have their logo, and that's about it, right? most of them don't have like anybody like actually in front of the camera talking, giving advice, and so on and so on. So you got to remember, how can you stand out from everybody else, right? So if you were to message somebody, Susan, you have loads and loads of videos on there of you giving advice, etc. The girl is straight away going to look at you compared to everybody else, thinking, all right, this guy's fucking all in. He's got nothing. He's not afraid, right? Like he's actually,
Okay.
and also maybe she if she's got some time, she'll also watch some of the videos, and that will do the selling alone. Like when she jumps on a call with you, she has no question. She's already sold, because she's going to think, all right, if I've watched free content by Caesar on Instagram and he's already helped me open my mindset and think about it in a different way, fucking hell, what is he going to do when I actually sign up with his agency? So that's another thing, right? So yeah, so Caesar, I definitely recommend you, brother, start doing some content.
Do you think testimonials are important as well, or just content with my face?
When you say testimonials, you mean like from your models?
No. Like fake testimonials. Pay some girls to talk about my agency to actually get real girls.
Sure. I mean, look, I don't encourage it, but you can do that. You can do that. The reason why I don't encourage it, by the way, is because I feel like obviously if you get caught doing something like that, which by the way probably isn't likely at all, and probably the consequences probably aren't massive, but I can just imagine it would probably ruin your credibility a little bit. But I can see how it could work as well. So it's up to you, brother. But you can definitely do something like that. It's an option.
Okay.
Yeah. And one more, and talking, you just reminded me, by the way, Caesar, I was thinking earlier when you said that you personally haven't thought about creating content, bro, you could always find somebody in the UK or anywhere, anywhere, who's happy to create short videos for you. Then all you got to do is just send in the script, tell him what to say, or even a girl would definitely work better. A girl would work way fucking better, bro. And think about it. If there's a girl that you can just pay 10, 25, $50 per short little fucking video, of course she'll do it. All she has to do is sit there, look pretty, and record some videos for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And matter of fact, by the way, I actually know a guy personally. He lives in the UK and he's running an agency as well. And obviously, like I said, he's a guy, right? He's one of my friends. The way he positioned his entire agency, even in his Instagram bio for his agency, it says OnlyFans agency. It said something like only female ran agency, right? So the way he's, and also all the videos are of like a girl, which obviously isn't him. He's paying some girl to record all this content. Bro, he is flying. Like it's literally like he genuinely has so many models he doesn't know what to deal with. So that's another idea, right? So maybe potentially look at some girls that you already know or reach out to who are happy to do content. I know Fiverr is obviously one option, right? Like there's literally so many girls on Fiverr that would do it. But with Fiverr, it depends. Like they'll probably won't talk about OnlyFans and so on, maybe because of their guidelines or some bullshit. But yeah, so that's an option, right?
Okay.
Cool.
Thanks, Marcus.
All good. Jordan said, one girl who I paid to do a testimonial had an OnlyFans account. She still did it and then tried to get me to subscribe to her. That's hilarious, Jordan. Good quote, $80 on Fiverr, wouldn't mention. Yeah, so Lucas, yeah, so you already, I thought that might be a thing. So yeah, so fuck Fiverr off. Just go about, like, look at do this, like go in your Instagram stories. I don't know if you guys are on Instagram, right? And you're posting stories, but swipe up and look who's viewing your stories. Find a hot girl, find a hot chick, reach out to her, tell her what you're doing, and you're happy to pay her, $10. Start low, right? I don't know. We've never done this before, but just try it. Do like offer $10 per video, per short little video that she'll do. She might say yes, she might say no. If she says no, do 25, 30, 50. I personally would go as far as like paying $50 per video. I found video as low as $30. Cool. So there you go. So that could be a fucking golden tip right there. I want you guys to try it, right, Caesar and Lucas. And if it works, I want you guys to put it in the main group chat on Discord. And I just want to see, because if that really works, we'll make an entire lesson about it. Because I feel like I can imagine it working. Before doing outreach, post a story, more likely for them to click on the story and view your profile. Yeah, Louis, that's really good. I love that, bro. Absolutely love that. And that story, ideally, if you can, on Instagram, there's like a green screen filter, which basically when you're doing a selfie video, it's just you in the video and you can put anything behind you and Instagram will automatically cut you out as like you have a green screen. Do that, and behind you put a screenshot of like an OnlyFans earnings, and start recording yourself and just go like this and be like, look at the results here. We made 12,000, 15,000. Or if you guys are just starting out and you don't have any results, you can obviously leverage ours. But the way I would do it if I was you, I would say, and here are results, an agency that we're affiliated with can get, and we can get you similar results as well. All right. So you can always leverage our results as well, which are in our Discord. Cool. Cool. Anyway, going back to the people that are afraid or the mindset of, I don't want to put my face out there for content. I just really quickly I'm really curious because I want to fuck with your mindset, right? I need to switch it. Actually, matter of fact, to save time, because the conversation is going to be the same for everyone, right? So for Caesar, Lucas, Quinlan, Dramos, Jordan, Lavello, right? I definitely butchered some names, I'm sure I did. But for you guys that said, yes, I don't want to put my face out there. Okay, you got to think about it this way, right? First of all, you have invested your hard-earned money into our coaching program. That's the first step, right? What does that mean? That means you are actively doing this business, that you are committed to building this business. Second of all, you are actively actually building the business. You guys are on the call. You guys are already doing outreach. You guys already have an agency, and so on and so on, right? Third of all, I'm pretty sure, right? I'm pretty sure all of you guys want to fucking make money here. All of you guys want to get to at least 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 a month, right? Like last month, we made just shy of, I think, 90 something thousand. Let me just have a look. And I'm not doing this to brag. I'm just doing it to prove to you guys that what I'm about to tell you, I'm doing it because I want to fucking help you guys. Just open up Stripe here. Yeah, cool. 72K on here. And then probably like another 20, 30K on either PayPal or bank transfers. So cool. So you guys have invested into this coaching program. You guys are actively building your agency, and you guys want to make a shit ton of money, right? Now, at the end of the day, you guys really need to put yourself out there to a huge audience, right? Because the only way how you're going to make money is by reaching more people. The more people you reach, the more chances you have of somebody going, fair enough, I feel like this person might know what they're talking about. Let me reach out to them. Think about all the biggest businesses in the world. Apple, Netflix, Amazon, fucking all of them. They all consistently produce content, and they're fucking in front of your eyes every single day, whether you like it or not. Right? They don't do that by accident. There's a reason for it. This, like, for example, as well, let's just say all of you guys reached out to a model today, and she was like, whatever. She read your message, she left it unread, and she was like, she's on the fence, right? She might have signed up, but she didn't really respond. And that's it, right? And if you're not posting content every single day, well, what is enticing her to even, first of all, see you? Because otherwise she has to manually type in your name, and she ain't fucking doing, right? And let alone what is enticing her to like pop up to your story or pop up to your new post. There is nothing. Whereas if you're posting every single day, she has unlimited reasons for one, noticing you. Because if she follows you and every single day you post a story, or if she doesn't follow you, you might come up with her newsfeed or explore page. And then, yeah, if you're posting a story, it gives her a reason to actually pop up or reply to a poll or ask you a question, and so on and so on, right? So yeah, so content is fucking huge, guys, fucking huge. And then anyway, so the main point I'm going back to, which is the mindset, right, on why you guys don't want to put yourself out there, which I'm assuming is because like, oh, Marcus, but what if this doesn't work out? And what if this doesn't work out? And I put my face out there and I made videos of me talking about OnlyFans and this and that and this and that. All right. I'm assuming, right? Put a 1 in the chat, by the way, guys, if that's the main reason what's stopping you, right? Or is it not? So is the main reason, I put a 1 in the chat, if the reason why you don't want to put your face out there is because like your personality, like you personally don't want to be associated with like the business in case maybe what if it fails or it doesn't really work out, or maybe you want to go into a different venture, and then you don't want to be talking about OnlyFans? One partially. Uh-huh. So Jordan, what is it for you then, bro?
And I just want like one model before I put my face on it, basically, because I've no issue showing my face or anything like that. Like I don't really give a shit. It's just the fact that if I'm showing my face and, like you said there, nothing comes of it, then it's not even that I have like other ventures or I have another like jobs that I want to go into. It's more so that like I'd rather my face be associated with something, I don't know, that's successful as opposed to unsuccessful, if that makes sense.
I get you. I get you. But don't you think that the reason why you're posting content will help you get the first model to then become successful?
I 100% agree with you on that. I just I want the first one before I do it, and then I'm sure more girls will come in, you know, as a result of that. But I definitely want like a cushion or something there before I
Got you.
commit to it. Like,
Got you. Got
and
you.
I'm
Got you.
already
Kind of,
I've got the outreach down pretty much. It's just getting the calls and getting them signed. Like I've got about a 10% open rate, which I don't know if that's impressive or not. But I only send 50 a day, get about 5 replies, and they're good conversations. So
no,
I
it's
think
fine.
it's only a matter of time, you know.
Yeah, that's fine, by the way. Yeah, I would typically say about 1 in every 10 should get back to you. So I mean, that's fine. Yeah, no, I understand. I understand, cool, Jordan. But yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely content is absolutely massive. Lou said, another trick, if they have PayPal, send them 0.01 cent of a message. PayPal has a chatting tool. Yeah, very interesting. I personally never done that. I fucking love that though. You got to think outside the box. So that's awesome. So you said, like, for now, I wouldn't want my family to know that I'm in this business, but as soon as I'm, as soon as I'm managing some, as soon as I see me managing, get some success, I would put my face in it. Cool, makes sense. Well, a lot of time as well, like your family most likely won't see this, right? Especially if you're posting content on like your business page. Yeah, the chances of somebody from your family actually finding it and seeing it, quite unlikely. And even if they do, like, at that point, you're building a business, bro. That's the most important part. But anyway, I want to try and give some more value here. So let's kind of move on from the conversation from content, right? And now, Jordan, the one with the face cam on, your particular thing was getting verified on dating apps. Is that right? Kind of overseas.
Yeah. So all my models are not near me, obviously, which is kind of a problem. So I've been trying to do through the browser, use OBS virtual cam to verify. So I don't know if you're the one who does the traffic for you guys, but if I could talk to somebody who does the traffic for you, that would be fantastic, just to get some ideas.
Sure. So that'll definitely be Harry. So Harry manages the actual management side of it way more than I do. I'm more so in the behind the scenes. Hence why this is like pretty much the first call with you guys. So what could you actually message Harry on Discord? So Aura Consulting on Discord, and we'll get back to you on that one, bro.
Cool. Thanks.
Is there anything else, by the way, that's maybe on your mind that I can answer?
No, I don't think so. I mean, yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Just getting traffic done. I have everything else sorted, right? And traffic's obviously new to me, so I got to put some more effort into it and just figure out how to get it done right, easy and efficiently.
Sure. Good. Yeah, just making sure your girls are staying consistent. So the 4 models you have you kind of got them to do shout out for shout out with each other or not yet?
No, not yet.
Try that. No, I'm assuming your models right now, they're not like influencers. They don't have massive followers, right?
Yeah, they're doing like couple subscribers each. So
right. So I was gonna say, so it's it's probably not gonna be a massive difference, but it's gonna help. Is normally when we do shout out for shout out, even with a girl who only has like 3,000-4,000 followers, you still get about four subs. So go try that. That just reminded me as well, by the way, Jordan. We'll probably do it next week when we're back in the UK. What we wanted to do with Aura is create a group chat for all of your models, not you, just Jordan, but like all of you guys, right? For all of your all of your guys' models, put them in this group chat and they can all just start doing shout out for shout out with each other. We just want to try, the reason why we didn't set it up is because we want to try and organize it we can't really have all of you guys and all of your models in there, because I feel like it's just become a pitch fest. It's like, because we're not going to be able to control who messages who, right? But then also at the same time, it's like, I don't want to add all the girls in there, and obviously tell them that you're all being managed by different agencies, because then maybe what if one girl's being signed up for 20% and another one's being signed up for 70%, and they're going to be like, what the fuck? And so we want to figure out an easy way to do it, but that is something that like we want to provide for you guys as a little bonus for our program. But cool. All right, Jordan, you're killing it, man. You're killing it. Very, very good. Caesar, you're next on my screen here. Do you have any questions, by the way, my friend?
No, you pretty much just answered my question. Was about getting replies, but since yesterday I started to try another type of message. I started to sending more organic messages, like that sound more human, and not that I've been managing more than 50 girls, I made more than 20K, blah blah blah. So I just start to keep it simple and in short.
For sure.
Just to see how it goes.
Cool. I just remembered one more kind of strategy we used for big influencers for them to see your message, because when you're going after kind of the bigger influencers, the biggest hurdle you'll get is for them to even see your message in the first place, right? So this is the strategy. First of all, it's on Instagram, but first of all, you got to understand where are they most likely to see your notification. It's not in the likes of their photos, because they get thousands of them. It's not in the comments, because they get hundreds of those. It's not really just a direct DM, because again, they probably get dozens of those. Story mentions, they might get a couple, if that, a day, right? So most of influencers, they don't really get mentioned in stories like thousands of times a day, right? They might get, you know, depending on their following size and depending what they do, they might get kind of 5 or 6 a day. However, they're way more likely to tap and see this where they've been mentioned in stories compared to like a like or a follow or a comment or a DM. Okay. So what you want to do, you first of all want to DM the influencer, right? And in the DM, you want to say whatever you typically say, maybe a conversation starter, tell them who you are, send them a video, send them a voice note, whatever you guys want to do. Once you've sent them the DM, then what you want to do is go back onto their profile, add this influencer to your close friends list, okay, on Instagram. Once you've added them to your close friends list, and also, by the way, you want to clear your close friends list, so it should be empty. And you should add 10 influencers that you want to reach out to, just a maximum of 10. Add them to your close friends list on Instagram, okay? Then what you want to do, swipe again and create a story. So take a picture of like a black screen, or you can do a selfie video. This is completely up to you. Personally, I think, to be honest, we've tested it. I've never really seen which one works completely better. They both work pretty well. I would prefer the video, but you can also just take a picture of like a black screen and add text, or the selfie video. But on this selfie video or the post on Instagram, or the story, sorry, you're going to obviously pitch saying like, hey, I absolutely love you, love your not love your services, sorry. I've been following you on Instagram for quite some time, or blah, blah, blah. Absolutely love what you do. I see you have a huge following. If you click on my name up here, and like, typically on Instagram, your Instagram handle is like up here. If you tap on my name right here, I just sent you a DM. I'd absolutely love for you to read it. That's pretty much it. You keep it fairly vague, right? But the point is, you get them to go ahead and click on your name to then check your DM. Here's what you want to do. Now what you want to do, before you post this story, so you've recorded it now, before you post it, you want to at the influencer, and you can at up to 10 influencers at a time. So obviously, if you're doing just one Instagram story, you can mention the influencer's name. So you can say like, hey, Charlie, hey, Rachel, whatever. But obviously, if you're going to tag 10 influencers, just keep it vague and be like, hey, I absolutely love what you do on Instagram. I've been following you for a while. Right? Then what you do is, like I said, you want to at them. So you tag them in the story, right? If you're going to do 1, that's fine. If you're going to do 10, that's fine. Then what you want to do, take the text, and you either want to shrink it or just take the text like this and hold it and drag it off the screen so they can't see their name on there. Like if you're doing 1 at a time, that's fine. You can keep that on there. But if you're doing more than 1, you don't want to see that you tagged fucking a bunch of them. So you want to hold the text and drag it off the screen. So you want to hide it. Okay. Then what you want to do is you want to post this Instagram story to your close friends list.
Okay.
You guys see where I'm going with this, right? You want to post it to your close friends list. Now, what's very interesting is when you post it to your close friends list, unless Instagram is updated about it, I haven't done this for probably like 3-4 months, but I'm pretty sure it still works. The influencer will still get a notification saying that, hey, you've been mentioned in an Instagram story, and they're going to tap on it. And fucking hell, they see you. There you go. Now you can do this once a day for 10 influencers every 24 hours. Because the thing is, and here's another thing, but if you're wondering why am I doing close friends list, you can do the main story. It's just you've got to remember everybody can see the main story, right? So if a random girl sees your main story and you're saying like, hey, I love your story, I love your Instagram page, they're going to be like, what the fuck is this guy on about? But if it's your close friends list and it's only the 10 influencers in your close friends list, they're the only ones that are going to be able to see that. Right? And the reason why you can only do 10 is because Instagram only allows you to tag 10 people in a story and like actually at them and tag them so they get a notification. And then in 24 hours, once the story has expired, you can do another 10 influencers. Put a W in the chat if that is some crazy riz right there. Genuinely, my friend done it with Drake. And like the actual Drake Champagne Pappy like opened his story. Now, I don't know if it was him personally or his manager managing the account. But yeah, there's a screenshot of the actual Drake seeing his like short little Instagram story. It's mad. Because you've got to remember, guys, like you've got to think everything from top of funnel, right? Top of funnel, they get the most engagement, which is like the likes. Then you get the comments, then you get the DMs, and the story mentions is that they get the least amount of those. So that's where you want to try and reach out to them on. All right. And you guys can do this like without, they don't have to be influencers. You can even do it with normal girls who have like 30K followers, 20K, 15K, right? Because they're definitely going to fucking see your story then. Cool, boys. All right. Okay, cool. Next we have Quinn or Quinlan. Do you have any questions, my friend? Is there anything I can answer? Quinlan.
Yes,
Yeah,
sorry, man. Sorry,
oh,
I did it on mute. Yeah, I have a question. It's about mass messaging. How often do you need to send out messages on only? Is it like every day or once a week?
So
what's a good?
So is this on OnlyFans for your model to her subscribers? Is that right? How frequently?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. Every day. Obviously, the more the better, right? So I'm sure, I don't know if you have watched one of the lessons that Harry recorded about how to segment and split your subscribers into like lists and categories.
Yeah.
All right, wicked. So what you want to do, you can send a message to fucking everybody, right? And you can tag it and send everyone. But what you don't want to do is you don't really want to entertain the time wasters, right? And the time wasters, you send like a pay-per-view to just straight away to everyone. Because if they buy it, great. If they don't, they most likely won't anyway, because they're already a time waster, you know that. However, the top spenders, you want to send a personalized message. So the top spender, you should know what would they like to be called by, right? Is it a nickname or their real name or whatever, right? Those ones you shouldn't do like a spam message like, hey baby, what are you up to tonight, right? Instead, the top spenders, you should actually do a personalized message. And then everyone in between can just get an automated message just sent to everyone, right? But yeah, there's no magic number, bro. Like the more conversations you have, the better. You want to nurture those top spenders, of course. Like that's for sure. Yeah. Hopefully that answers your question, right? Or do you have anything else, my friend?
Yeah, man. No, thanks.
Yeah, cool, awesome. Lavello, I think Lavello.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah. So I just want to clarify something. So when my model's off account, like I've full control of the account, like with passwords and everything. I just wanted to clarify. Can I set up a Wise account with my own bank details, my own personal address, and then put that in the OF account?
You can, but what I'd recommend you doing, unless Harry has changed it and updated it now, but at least how we used to do it is go ahead and get the model to create the Wise account herself, like in her details, right?
Oh yeah, I did that, but I did that initially.
Yeah.
Like I saw the lesson on that, but like she forgot her password for her Wise account. Like I had some issues with it, so I was
Got it.
wondering like if it's possible for me to like deal with my own details in it.
Got it. As far as I know, yes, I can double check that for you. Again, if you want to maybe message me in 24 hours, like tomorrow, because I can double check it with Harry. Because like I said, Harry is the one that mainly manages like the actual all of that side of the business. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. I feel like the only reason why you might not is because maybe the name on the card and the bank details need to match the OF account that you've signed up with. But I'm pretty sure that isn't the thing. So yeah, I think you can add your own details.
Right, cool.
Little heads up, I would obviously let your model know ahead of time that you're going to do that. Just because you don't want her to,
Yeah, like she knows, like she wants me like full control. Like she
cool.
doesn't know how to work or anything, so she just told me to do everything.
Absolutely fine then. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, it's really good. And also, I mean, in this instance, that's fine then, because by the sounds of it, this girl just wants it completely hands off, right?
Yeah, she doesn't want to like anything to the socials or anything. I just have full control of everything. Like she didn't even ask for the password. Like I made a new password. Like she even asked for it, so like I have full control. She just has a profile picture. That's all. Like
cool, perfect. But obviously, for most models, at least that we've worked with, they want to feel like they have a sense of control of at least the money, right? So that is obviously why we go ahead and create the Wise account in the girl's name, or the girl creates it. And then when she's setting up the 2-step authentication code, she sends it to one of our mobiles that we purchased, right? We just buy like a new SIM card. And then in that case, it's kind of a bit of both, like a 50-50. So technically it's her account in her name, but if she ever wants to log into it, she has to send a security code to our number. Yeah. So we can log in whenever, whereas the girl can only log in when we send her the code, which we can do whenever, of course, as well. But that's how we do it.
okay.
All right. Anything else, by the way, once I'm on yourself?
No. I'm just no other questions, but just in terms of the what's for traffic, I'm just starting to seeking now. So I'm gonna make a few accounts for models for seeking and to see how that goes.
Good.
But I started recently getting a lot of messages, but in terms of like, I just need to create the Snapchat account and all that.
Yeah.
So see how that goes.
Good. That's exciting. And what was I going to say? Oh yeah. So right now, is it 1 or 2 models you have?
Well, 2 at the moment. I have 3 that I'm going to sign after the school. So
what a guy.
Yeah.
What a guy. Oh, you're signing a 3rd one after the school.
Yeah. No, like she
cool.
agreed. I just need to like get the contract and everything.
Cool. Perfect. So the same as what I said to the other Jordan is start doing shout out for shout out with all of them. Yeah, it's just going to grow their following and their subscribers, of course, as well.
Right. And in your experience of referrals, has that worked well for you? Like, do you feel like that's a really underrated thing for getting more models, or?
Oh, it's so crazy. I was literally about to say that to you and Jordan.
Really?
Yeah, of course. Now, in terms of referrals, the best way to do it, so first of all, the best time to do it is when the model is just over the fucking moon with something. It doesn't have to be money. Obviously, most of the time it's going to be money, right?
Maybe after like a big tip or something or whatever.
After a big tip, maybe you do a call with her, right? And you just get her so fucking gassed and excited about what's to come and to work with you guys. At the end of that call, when she's super excited and gassed, that's when you ask her, right? Yeah, and the way you ask her as well is like, I'd absolutely love to, at least the way we position it is by saying, look, we've also just actually expanded our team. We've hired an extra 2 chatters, to jump on board our team. So we're able to take on more models. By the way, Lucy, or whatever her name is, right? By the way, Lucy, do you know of any other girls that are doing OnlyFans or any other guys, whatever, that you could refer us to? And per model that you go ahead and get us to sign up, we'll actually pay you $100 for.
Yeah. Could you even like go with the strategy of saying like, I'll be happy to give you like half my earnings for the first month? Would you recommend saying that, or?
What do you mean half of your earnings?
Like half of, like I gave her like 25% or 50%. Like I gave her a certain cut of what I earned from the new model.
Oh, I see.
Like, that I signed from her.
Interesting. You can, yeah, very, very interesting. We never done that, but I can see how that could work, because the girl's going to be way more motivated to not only get you the client, but then also to retain the client for you, because the girl is making that percentage
she'd be making
as well.
money as well. So like if she gets me like 10 clients or whatever, she'd be making loads of money as well. So
yeah, I love it, bro. Yeah, try it out. If you are going to do that, by the way, because I can already imagine this, you have to explain it. Like you have to, don't just say, I'll give you a percentage of da-da-da, or you can say that, but then also give some context for her to be like, by the way, what that would look like for you is imagine you got me 5 more models, and each model you were getting 10% of, and each model was making, 10K. You'd be making an extra 5K a month, because if there's 5 models and you're getting 10%, blah, blah, right? So now she gets like, imagine it. And she can visualize it rather than just, oh, I'll make 10%. It doesn't sound that good. But when you explain it to them and you give her a number, holy shit, it will look way better. Yeah. I love that though. I absolutely love that idea. Cool. Vlad, you're next on my Zoom here on my screen. You're muted, by the way. Any questions or anything I can maybe answer for you? No, I can't hear you, by the way, Vlad, if you are saying so. Dramos, it says Dramos on Zoom. What is your name, by the way? 1DRAM0S. You're next on the Zoom. Do you have any questions? Or just anybody? Louis, Renato?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's mostly I have to find a balance between my job and my agency and also my brand to be able to send DMs, because I feel like I have like short time and I haven't been sending like a lot of DMs. So do you have any advice on that?
Good. So balancing your time between all those things.
Yeah, because my job is taking me a lot of time. Like I work like, I don't know, 8 hours, 9 hours, but usually during the night. I also have my brand, like it's my personal brand that I want to create content on that. And then, yeah, I try to find some time to work on my agency.
So talk to me about your personal brand. What is it?
So I'm a rapper, so I'm in music. So I'm trying also to build my brand, so create content daily, all this stuff. And also it's a lot of time consuming. Sometimes I've been like, okay, I'm gonna just leave that for some time and I just focus on my agency. But then I feel like I'm slacking on my brand. So I'm trying to work both of it.
Got you, brother. Here's my advice, right? So I'll give you like my personal story, right? So I, when I was like 18, 19, about 19, 20, I think 19 years old, 20 years old. I'm 24 now, by the way. So when I was like 19 and 20 years old, I had like 4 or 5 different businesses I was running at the same time, at least trying to, right? They were all maybe making an average of about 2,000, 3,000 a month. And fuck me, bro. Like, not only was I like physically tired, I was mentally so drained, because when you're switching from focusing and thinking about one thing to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing, it's way too much, man, for up here. I mean, that, let alone also time. There's only 24 hours in a day, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So at that point, I had been running kind of two, 3 of those businesses for about 1.5 years, 2 years. And I didn't really want to let go, because it's like your little baby, right? It's like, shit, like, no, I'm going to be Elon Musk. I'm going to do all this shit at the same time. Like, I'm a genius, bro. I can do it, right? But I let my ego aside, right? And I was like, fuck, okay, do you know what? Let me just, out of the 5 different ventures, let me just choose one, and I'm just going to go all in on one, and I'm going to drop the other 4. I've done that. First month, I made 20K. Next month, I made 35. Next month, I made 50. And then I was coasting at about 60, 70,000 per month. And this was my previous business before Aura, by the way. So the moral of the story is, when you just drop everything and you just focus on one thing and go all in, that's where you're going to find the riches, right? Cool. So that's the first thing. The second thing I want to mention, I'm not telling you to fucking drop your dream and stop working on your rapping career, right? I'm not. All I'm saying is, for now, focus on your business, because you got to realize, brother, with money, with a fuck ton of capital, you can become a rapper like that, fam, right? When you have a fuck ton of money, with money comes power and influence, right? Not only can you pay for fucking advertisement on your music, right? Let's just say you are literally making $40,000 a month with your agency at this point, right? Profit, pure profit. You're making $40K dollars a month with your agency. and you want to release a new music song, first of all, not only can you buy the fucking nicest drip ever, you can go into the nicest mall and buy the nicest clothes ever, buy a bust down watch, and you can also rent the nicest supercar and shoot it in the nicest penthouse you can find. You can also hire the nicest videographer, right? The nicest editor, the nicest studio, mix and master, like do it properly. And on top of all of that, you can still maybe chuck another $10,000 in just advertisement. And you can get another 50, 60,000 streams on your song, compared to you trying to do a little bit of both and they're both not really working and you're just stressing and you're trying to figure it out. That is what I'd advise you, bro. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Actually, that was like kind of like my goal, like focusing on my agency and then invest like most of my money like into my rapper career. Like that's the reason why I started the agency, actually.
There you go. Bro, when you're fucking running one of the largest, whereabouts are you, by the way, in the world?
Say one more time.
Whereabouts are you in the world? What part of the States are you in?
I'm in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, right? When you run one of the largest OnlyFans management agencies in Los Angeles, you can have any bitch in your music video you want. You're good to go, bro. My man's going to be coming like the next Hugh Hefner, bro. You're good to go, man.
I know. And also, like, I was thinking, like, goes in hand with the agency, because if I create like content for my agency, I thought, like, I can like my models, I can bring into my music videos or whatever. So I can go hand to hand, right? So I was thinking that. Yeah.
And think one more thing, right? Imagine you have 10 models. Each one of those models has an average of about 50,000 followers, like real followers. If all of your models start promoting your music as well, there you go, bro. All right. So cool. So that's what I'd advise you, brother. I wouldn't recommend you just quit it at all. However, I'd prioritize your agency now, like 90 or even 95% of the time. And then maybe a little bit on the side, have some ideas, write it down. Have another idea, write it down. But I wouldn't actively try and do both at the same time.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Jordan, it says you raised your hand, my friend. What can I help you?
Yeah, I just have some more questions because we don't get to talk to you very much. But so I did want to ask, because I know a lot about Harry, but I don't know a lot about you. Like, what are you experienced in, right? Because we obviously have you as a contact with this group. Like, what are your I don't know. I'm not saying like sell yourself, but like tell me about you. Like you got a lot of knowledge, right? I want to know.
Yeah, for sure. I love that, by the way. Yeah, so I'm a lot of the times in the behind the scenes. Well, like I'm the front of I'm the face of the business, but at the same time, like I'm a behind the scenes, if that makes sense, right? Yeah. So what I'll do, I'll quickly give you guys some. By the way, just before I go into like a bit of a backstory about myself and so on, does anyone have any more questions? Because the rest of the call, I'm just going to chat and just have a chat with you guys.
Yeah, I got one. Just a quick one. How long till you guys get the chatter service up?
That's a great question. I would say 2-3 weeks. Like, we have it ready. Matter of fact, if you guys need a chatter like tomorrow, we can do it now. It's just we haven't built like the website and the systems and all that bullshit. But if you guys need a chatter, drop either me or Harry a DM on Discord. We can literally set it out for you tomorrow.
Yeah. Sweet.
Cool. If there's no more questions, I'm going to stop the recording and then just so I can upload this onto the course, and then I'll answer your question, Jordan.